Good morning, students. We will today discuss about commercial unit of electrical energy. Let us see. Commercial unit of electrical energy. And this is called commercial unit because you know that when we consume electrical energy, accordingly the cost of the consumption of electrical energy is calculated and the electricity bill is sent by the electricity department to you. So here in this case, the electrical energy consumed is measured not in terms of joule but in terms of the commercial unit called kilowatt hour. So the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour, which in short we say kWh. You should also know one thing here, that when we express kilowatt hour in terms of joule, it is coming equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Let us see how we can derive 1 kilowatt hour into this joule. So 1 kilowatt hour can be converted into watt, this kilowatt, which is equal to 1000 watt, and convert this hour into second, which will be 60 into 60 seconds. Now on multiplying this, we are getting 36 watt second, which can be written in the standard form with the help of decimal, which will come equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6, and watt second is equal to joule. So we got 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. This is how we can convert. Let us see how can we calculate the electrical energy and also the cost for the electrical energy consumed. Electrical energy consumed can be calculated using the formula E is equal to P into T, where P is the power of the appliance, should be taken in kilowatt, and time should be taken in hour, and it indicates how long in hour we are using that particular appliance. So on multiplying these two, we will be getting the electrical energy consumed. Take one example to understand. Suppose we are using bulb. If there are two bulbs of 100 watt each used for 6 hours, then electrical energy consumed by the bulb will be equal to P into T, where power is 100. Convert this to kilowatt by dividing by 1000 and into hour, which is 6. So we got 0.6 kilowatt hour, but since there are two bulbs used, we have to multiply by 2. So we have 1.2 kilowatt hour. This is the amount of electrical energy consumed by two bulbs in one day. We are calculating this for one day. Similarly, if suppose there is an appliance like TV, say there are two TVs of 1500 watt, which is used for 3 hours. So we can have the electrical energy consumed by TV. Again we will use this formula P into T, where power is 1500 convert into kilowatt divided by 1000 and the time is 3 hours. So we are getting 15 3 45, that is 4.5 kilowatt. This is the electrical energy consumed by TV. So what will be the total? Now you can see here we are using 2 TVs here, so multiply this by 2 so that we get 9 kilowatt hour, which is the electrical energy consumed. 9 kilowatt hour. Now when we add these two, we will get the total electrical energy consumed in 1 day. So let us calculate the total electrical energy consumed. By these two appliances will be 1.2 and plus 9. This is 1.2 and plus 9, which is coming 2.1 kilowatt hour. Now in order to calculate the cost for this amount of electrical energy being consumed, for this a rate is determined for each town, and let us suppose the cost for 1 unit or 1 kilowatt hour is 5 rupees, then in that case we have to multiply by 5. So cost will come equal to 2.1 into 5, which is equal to 10.5 rupees. This 10.5 rupees will be the cost for 1 day, but you know that the cost comes, the electricity bill comes for 1 month, depending upon the number of days we have. So for cost for 1 month will be 10.5 into 3. So we will be getting not 3, 30, sorry. 30 is the total number of days in 1 month. So we will be getting 5 3 is 15. So 315 rupees will be the cost. This is how we can calculate the total cost as well as the total energy consumed in 1 month. Let us now come to the safety device, which is called fuse. Fuse. Fuse is a safety device that prevents the appliances when there is an excessive amount of current flowing through it. So it works on the principle that when any amount of excessive amount of current flows, then the fuse wire in the fuse melts, thereby preventing that heavy amount of current to reach the appliances, and as a result the appliance will be prevented from getting damaged. So this fuse is made of an alloy of lead and tin. This has a very low melting point of around 200 degrees Celsius. So this is not an ordinary metal. We cannot have a copper wire to make a fuse wire. Instead it requires such an alloy which should have a very low melting point, so that as soon as the current or the heavy current goes into the fuse, it will soon get melted. You can see the melting point is 200 degrees Celsius and will break the circuit. Once the circuit is broken, that heavy current will not be able to go to the appliances anymore and it will be prevented from getting damaged. I hope it is clear. Thank you.